West Scranton Intermediate School. We are back for another WSIS weekly wrap-up. Remember, the first quarter ends next Thursday, November 12th. So please make sure you're getting in any last-minute assignments or things that you need to get in. Also, our winter sports will be starting, so keep a close eye out for announcements on conditioning and physicals. There are physicals that are happening this Saturday, November 6th, and the information can be found on our website. In order to condition or try out, you must need a physical. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, to find out our teacher and student Rucker rock stars for this week. Our teacher Rucker rock star is Miss Holly Skahidi. Miss Skahidi is our Spanish teacher. Hi, congratulations. You are my teacher rock star this week.
Hola, gracias.
So please tell me exactly about your costume that you're wearing.
As my 8th grade knows, in 6th and 7th grade, we will do it as soon as you guys get to 8th grade. It is something that I kind of let my 8th graders wait a couple years for. And of course, we do something fun in the spring too for Cinco de Mayo. Day of the Dead is a beautiful cultural holiday in Mexico. It is not to be feared like Halloween. There are some instances where it's similar, but there are many, many differences. If anybody has seen the movie Coco, Disney did a really nice job explaining the holiday. So it really brings it to life. And 8th grade, you saw this past week as part of your assignment, my video that I provided to you from Teachers Discovery. It was about a half an hour video where a boy from the United States flies to Mexico to find out more, and his tour guide, Eatsley, a local Mexican girl, explains to him. He says, "What is this, Halloween?" And she says, "No." So you probably saw some differences in the video. It's November 1st and 2nd. It is not October 31st. Why? It's a little bit of a mixture of an Aztec tradition and a Christianity tradition. So it's like a mix of cultures and religions. Very interesting. Not scary. Why? It's meant to celebrate your loved ones that have passed away and celebrate their life while they were alive, and hoping that you get to see them again someday. So again, not meant to be scary or sad in any way, shape, or form. It's to celebrate your loved ones who have passed on.
I love that. Now, what are some of the things if we were in real school, that you would do inside your classroom to celebrate?
So unfortunately this year, my students missed, and hopefully, like I said, we'll be here for the spring so we can do Cinco de Mayo, but we usually do a very, very fun fiesta party in class where students bring in authentic food like pan de muertos, which is the bread of the dead, a very important symbol that is left out on the ofrendas, on the altars, to honor the deceased. Kids bring in all different authentic foods, and we usually watch the video that was assigned to them this week on Google Classroom. And it's usually like, Mrs. Rucker, I'll say it like this: they deserve this fiesta, this party. We usually do about 2 to 3 classes of work leading up to it, and then we get to celebrate right around this week that we're in right now.
I love that. Now, how many years have you been teaching at West Intermediate?
This is numero 13, number 13 for me.
Wow, and this is the only, so you started right at West Intermediate and you weren't at any other school, right?
Yeah, right out of Marywood University.
That's great. Now, is there any tips that you have for our students at West Intermediate to help with virtual learning?
Definitely. Students, and some of your parents have asked me this as well. Some of you had a little bit of a hard time, and we're getting it now a couple weeks into the quarter, almost the end of the first quarter. How does the related art schedule work? A few of you in the beginning were thinking like, wait a second, what does she mean Spanish is on day 5? I have it on day 1 on my schedule. Ignore your schedules for now, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So what we're doing is every day 1, and I hope you're checking the Invader Insider each morning so you know which related arts day it is. Day 1, you should be working on your art. Day 2, family and consumer sciences. Day 3 is music. 4, phys ed. Numero 5, number 5 is Espanol. And then numero 6, number 6, you have tech shop with Mr. Amico. So does that mean you have to do your work on that day? No. When we assign something, you have about 8 days by the time, including the weekend, by the time your assignment's done again. So please don't feel like you have to do your assignment on that due date. You have plenty of time to work on your related arts. But again, keep following the schedule, as I mentioned.
Okay, well, that's great advice for our students, because I know a lot of them have trouble following their schedule. They're not sure in the beginning. So they have a whole week to get your work done, correct?
Always plenty of time. So don't rush at the end. Plenty of time. As soon as it gets assigned to you, give yourself that space and time.
So scheduling is important, setting up a schedule for yourself every day to follow and making sure you're getting your work done when it's scheduled. I noticed something sparkling on the screen there. Could you tell me what that is? That beautiful thing?
So I explained this week to my estudiantes that I'm not going to be a señorita anymore. I'll turn next year into a señora, Mrs. Because, I'm going to have a boda, a wedding. That's the word.
Congratulations. That's wonderful news.
Muchas gracias.
And thank you for all you do at West Intermediate. We are lucky to have you.
Gracias. Thank you.
Hi, Eliza. Congratulations. You are my student rock star for this week. Mrs. Skakiti nominated you, and all your teachers are saying what a fantastic job you're doing with virtual learning. So could you please tell me something that what you're doing to be successful with during virtual learning?
One thing I'd say is having like a schedule to follow. It makes it a lot easier, and staying on top of my work, because once you fall behind, it's a lot harder to catch back up.
What's something that's challenging with virtual learning?
I would say adjusting to learning in new ways and not always having a teacher there to tell you step by step what you're supposed to do. It's a lot more independent, which can be hard.
Now, have you been taking advantage of emailing your teachers if you need help, or visiting their office hours at the end of the day?
Yeah.
What are some things that would help, suggestions you have for younger West Intermediate students that would help them be successful like you with virtual learning?
I would say just always trying your hardest and staying on top of work. That's really important.
That's really, really good suggestions, because you don't want to fall too far behind. So do you have like a schedule that you follow during the day for yourself, like with certain times you work on this subject?
Yeah. I usually do my classes in order, which makes it a lot easier.
And then what your free time usually have, so you have like 3 classes usually, and then you take a lunch, and then you have related arts in the afternoon from 12:30 to 1:30, and then you have free time where you could work on your other subjects or the teacher's office hours too, or at the end of the day that you could, if you need help, right?
Yeah.
Well, keep up the great work, because you are doing awesome with virtual learning.
Thank you.
And I'm very proud of you. Now, I don't know if you saw I don't know if you saw some of our other episodes of our Rockstar, but you have a decision to make. So you could keep your gift certificate, because you earn a gift certificate for being a Rucker Rockstar, or you could challenge Miss Kahiti in a challenge to get a bigger gift certificate.
I'll challenge Miss Bikini.
Yes, that is what I like to hear. So keep up the great work. You're doing awesome, and keep being a rock star, okay? Okay, we're here for our challenge between our teacher rock star, Mrs. Kahiti, and our student rock star, Eliza Mitchell.
Caddy stack. The average golf ball has 350 dimples. With a delicate touch, those tiny convex curves can be aligned and the balls can actually be stacked. In this challenge, players will build a tower of 3 golf balls that must remain standing for 3 seconds. Failure to complete this task in 60 seconds may result in elimination.
When you hear the horn, you can begin. Are there any questions?
No.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we got. Eliza got 2.
You guys are dolls?
Oh, 3 seconds.
Right.
Stop.
What?
You know what that means? It's 3 for students and 0 for teachers. Eliza, great job. I can't believe you did it that fast.
Ew. It took me like 10 minutes to get it the other time.
See, she practices. See how hard she's rocking the virtual learning, and then she's practicing and stacked up 3 golf balls on top of each other in like 15 seconds, not even.
Felicidades. Congratulations, Isabel.
Thanks.
Well, thank you both for participating, and keep being rock stars. Congratulations again to our teacher rock star, Miss Skahiti, and our student rock star, Eliza Mitchell. Remember, if you want to be selected as a Rucker rock star, you have to log into your Google homeroom every day and answer the question of the day, and participate in all your classes via Google Classroom and Apex. Also, we will not have school next Wednesday, November 11th, for Veterans Day. And remember, West is best.